Good evening and welcome to Oak Grove Panthers Stadium for Week 6 high school football in the state of Missouri. Tonight, the Roosters of Pleasant Hill visit Panther Stadium after a 24-21 Week 5 win over the Odessa Bulldogs. The Oak Grove Panthers handed the Clinton Cardinals a lopsided loss with a 49-6 road victory in Week 5, and Pleasant Hill enters tonight's contest with a record of 5-0. The Panthers enter Week 6 with a 4-1 record, with their only loss coming in Week 4 at home against Odessa, the same team that the Pleasant Hill Roosters squeaked by 3 last week. This game is an MRVC conference matchup between these two teams. Pleasant Hill took the honors last year in Pleasant Hill with a 42-7 victory. We are hoping for a competitive game tonight in an MRVC matchup at beautiful Panther Stadium. Coach Hamilton, the coach of the visiting Roosters, is a veteran teacher and coach previously with the Belton School District, where he served as an assistant varsity football coach since 2007 and coached on their Class 5 state finalist staff. Coach Hamilton is 16-2 with the Roosters and guided the Roosters to a Class 3 state semifinals last season before falling to eventual state champion Cardinal Ritter. The Panthers and Roosters' last meeting was on Friday, November 4th of last year at Pleasant Hill, where the Roosters came away with a convincing 53-24 win. Currently, the Roosters are ranked 5th in Class 4. For the Panthers, Coach Pat Richards has built an impressive coaching resume himself with a career record of 178 wins and 81 losses. In his previous head coaching position at Oric, he led the Bearcats to back-to-back Missouri Class 1 state championships in 2007 and 2008. Coach Richard is 80-56 in this, his 13th season at Oak Grove High School. The Panthers were the Missouri Class 3 football champions in 2014, claiming their first state title in program history under Coach Richard. Both of these teams have storied programs, and over the last couple years, this matchup between Pleasant Hill and Oak Grove has become a rivalry, and in many instances, both of these teams are contending for a top position in the conference, so this is definitely a key matchup, and it's hard to believe that we're already into Week 6 here at Panther Stadium. Some keys to the game tonight for the Panther offense. We'll start with the Panther offense, an explosive offense that relies a lot on a strong running game with a three-headed monster back there behind the quarterback, Jordan Hall. But the Panthers' key to the game, keep their Rooster defense on their heels using multiple formations, mixing the pass and run. I think it'll be extremely important tonight for the Panthers to try to minimize mistakes, but also try to take advantage of some things that the Roosters might give them by alignment on defense. Also, keep Pleasant Hill honest by using play action, passing to keep Pleasant Hill from loading the box. And all the weeks that Oak Grove has had success, their running game has been more than successful, and they've been able to rely on that. In the week against Odessa, where they got into a situation, it's hard for them to play from behind, so the Panthers are definitely going to want to get a fast start tonight, put some points on the board, and sustain some long drives. And then finally, also minimize mistakes, control the ball, and it's going to be up to the line of scrimmage tonight, those big boys up front, to establish that line of scrimmage as soon as possible. Definitely one of the strengths of the Roosters team is their offensive and defensive line, so the Panthers tonight up front, that front seven, will definitely have their work cut out for them. Keys for the Panther defense, obviously they got to stop the run, as they have a dynamic running back in the backfield with Braden Bush, who has 11 touchdowns, 106 yards rushing per game, and then also Bo Daniel, a dual threat quarterback that has put some points on the board this year as well for the visiting Roosters. So the Panther defense stopped the run, put the Bulldogs in third and medium and third and long, making them pass the ball. And then also gang tackle, force turnovers, and don't give the Bulldog offense don't give the Rooster offense a short field. Take away the big play, force them to drive the ball. I know our last home game here that I announced, one of the things that we talked a lot about also, that I think will be a key for this Oak Grove Panther offense, is putting themselves in good positions on second and third down, as we saw ourselves many times behind the 8-ball with a second and third or long. And then finally, not to be forgotten, special teams. So for our special teams tonight, number one, spread the field on any type of coverage, whether it's kickoff or punt, getting down the field, staying in your lane, taking care of your responsibility, and assuring those tackles. Solid coverage on both kickoff and punts. Create sustainable field position and slow down the athletes of the Roosters. The Roosters, watching them in pregame, have some noticeable size up front, and should be a good matchup for that front seven for the Panthers. The captains for tonight, Hulse. Excuse me, I'll get those numbers for you in here in just a second. So actually our captains for tonight for the Panthers, Logan Hulse, Grady Salmon, Daniel Seymour, and I'll have to get a correction on number 9. So some statistics for this team this year. The Oak Grove Panthers on offense are averaging 40 points per game, with their defense only giving up 13. The Pleasant Hill Roosters, a respectable 43 points per game and 15 points per game given up on defense. So real close here, as you can see. Oak Grove with 40 on offense, Pleasant Hill 43 on offense. The Panthers giving up 13 a game, and the Roosters giving up 15 a game. So very similar in not only points given, but points allowed. Some key players for this Panther offense tonight, of course, the quarterback, the senior Jordan Hall, with 6 touchdowns this year. Having a very good year. Jordan Hall, the senior quarterback, does a great job of leading that offense. Running back Noah Spencer with 9 touchdowns this year. Running back Logan Pittman with 7. And of course, Matthew Lindsay, the freshman running back. And then don't want to leave out Brayson Stewart. We'll see a lot of those folks tonight. On defense, Mr. Folks with 3 sacks on the year, Mr. Hulse with 2, and Mr. Seymour with 2 sacks. And then tackles, Waller leading the team with 37 tackles, and then Jordan Hall right next to him there with a average of 36 tackles. With 36 total tackles. For the Roosters, Bo Daniel makes them go. He's their quarterback. Braden Bush, the running back. Also Van Meter, Suddeth, having good years as long as wife. So it should be a good night for football at Panther Stadium. We welcome you here for Friday Night Lights, my favorite time of the year. I will be calling the game alone this evening, but I want to thank Mr. Michael Miller, who does all of our tech work, and then also Mr. Randy Eddington, who does all of our video work. So thank you to those guys, and thank you for joining us on a beautiful night here. We started the night out, but now as the sun is starting to go down, it's a really nice night, good breeze. So a good night for an MRVC matchup here at Panther Stadium. So on to kick for the Panthers, number 1, Diego Perez, and he will kick from the far hash, and we are underway here at Panther Stadium, and he'll kick it deep, and that will be fielded at about the 1-yard line, and he will bring that out. He's out to the right side, cuts back to the left. Now he gets out to the 25, and then he's hit at about the 27-yard line. That tackle made by Logan Pittman. So Wise on the return for the Roosters, and the Roosters will set up shop. 1st and 10 now at their own 27-yard line. So again, as I talked here, the quarterback Bo Daniel and the running back number 25 Braden Bush, your premier players here. So quarterback in the shotgun, he will take the snap and he will hand it off to the left, and that is the senior Grayson Suddeth, who takes the jet sweep off the left side for a big gain on the first play for the Roosters, and that will be good enough for a 1st down. So now the Roosters moving the sticks on the first play. Now 1st and 10 as they go to a hurry-up offense. Takes the snap. He's going to roll to his right now. Looks. Good protection, and he throws it deep, and he's got a man behind the coverage, and that is number 83 as he fumbles it out of bounds, and not before a big gain there. So that is Tyler Wise, the same young man that returned the kick just a second ago. And a huge gain here. So 35, 45, almost 50 yards on the reception, and the Roosters are right back at work. Hurry up offense at the 15-yard line, in the gun, takes a snap, and there's going to be a penalty on the play. So early in the game here, 2 plays, and the Roosters have managed to move the ball all the way down inside the Panthers' red zone with only 2 plays, and now we'll have a short distance to gain for 1st down as there's a 5-yard penalty on the Panthers. So Bo Daniel, the quarterback for the Roosters, he puts his man in motion, takes the snap. He'll now hand it off on the outside zone play, and that's Garrison Hartzell with a very minimal gain there. Will Jennings, the senior, on the stop for the Panthers. So a loss of about 1 on the play. Now the Roosters go right back to work. Ball at the 11-yard line. Daniels in the gun, and we're going to have another penalty on the Panthers as the Roosters are doing a great job being disciplined up front and holding their water, and they will get a 5-yard penalty. And now we'll have a short 2nd down and 1 coming up from the Panther 7-yard line. Ball in the middle field. Bo Daniel, the quarterback, he's in the gun. Running back to the right, running back to the left. And that is number 25, and that is Braden Bush, the senior, and he will waltz into the end zone for a 7-yard touchdown. So 11:01 left here in the first quarter. So 59 seconds, 5 plays, and the Roosters find pay dirt, and now they're going to line up in the swinging gate here. So now the Roosters will transition to their traditional point after attempt. Attempting the kick for the Roosters, Dylan Jackson. Holding on the play, Sawyer Rich Creek. The snap is down, and bad snap, but the holder does a good job there. And the kicker does an awesome job of making sure he gets the kick through. So that will be good. So the PAT is good for the Roosters. And early in the first here, the Roosters trying to make a statement as they go 5 plays, 76 yards for a touchdown, and lead early here at Panther Stadium. So back deep for the Panthers, Jace Lee, the junior, and also the junior running back, Logan Pittman. And kicking off for the Roosters, number 17, Dylan Jackson. He will kick from the near side, the near hash. Jackson approaches the ball, and he is going to get a kick that will be fielded by Lee at about the 14. He goes up the left hash. Now he breaks it to the outside, and he is going to be met immediately by that Rooster kickoff team. And that's where the Panthers will take over. So 1st down and 10 coming up for the Panthers. The ball, they will start at their own 22-yard line. So talked a little bit about keys to the game with the Roosters going down and scoring on that first drive. It's going to be extremely important for the Panthers to take an opportunity here to not only establish a drive, but take some time off the clock as Pleasant Hill drove the ball right down the field. So Hall, the quarterback now, twins to the right, wing to the left. He'll hand that off to Pittman, who'll go off the left side, and he's met immediately by Bush, and he will have a gain of about 2. Ball out to the 25-yard line for the Panthers now. So out wide for the Panthers, number 34, Noah Spencer and Tristan Garrett. Hall in the backfield with Pittman to his right, Folks to the left. He takes a snap, and that ball hits him on the top of the shoe and then falls to the turf, and Hall has no choice but to fall on the snap there. So that will be a loss of about 3 for the Panthers here. Now 3rd and long coming up with the ball at the 22-yard line. Hall walks over to the numbers and looks over at head coach Pat Richard for his call. Folks will come out of the game, and the freshman Matthew Lindsay will enter the lineup. So Hall eagerly awaiting his signal from the sideline. Team in the muddle. So they break the huddle. Hall goes into the shotgun position. Puts him in motion, takes a snap, direct snap now to the up back, and that's going to be Pittman, who's going to take it off the left side, and he will get a gain of about 5 on the play, but it will not be enough for a 1st down, and it looks like the Panthers will go 3 and out on their first drive here, and in will come the punt team. Long snapping for the Panthers. Logan Holtz back deep to kick, number 1, Diego Perez, and deep for the Roosters, number 1, Grayson Suddeth. Good snap from Holtz. Perez steps back, rugby-style kick, and he gets a good kickoff, and that ball's going to bounce at about the 42-yard line, and the Roosters will get away from it, and the Panthers get a decent bounce, and it will be downed. And the Roosters, just like that, will be back on the field and will take over at the 34-yard line. So Elliot Atwell, number 61, downs the ball and they punt. So 9:06 here in the first quarter. The Roosters have had one series where they went down and scored in 5 plays. The Panthers get the ball back, go 3 and out, and now the Roosters take over again. Daniel in the gun. Twins to the right, twins to the left. He calls out his signals. Puts his man in motion. Now he's going to take the snap, and he will hand it off to Bush, who will go off the right side and get met. That is Garrison Hartzell with a good hard run, who is met right in the hole but bounces off and makes a good gain there. So we'll call it a gain of about 6. So a penalty on the Panthers as they are going to call targeting against the Panther defense there. So we will see. Not sure who that's on. I missed the replay, but that will be a huge penalty tacked on to the end of that play. Is now the Roosters, that will move the ball into Panther territory now. 1st and 10, Pleasant Hill from the Panther 45-yard line. So Daniels in the gun, trips right, split left, takes the snap, 2-step drop, looks long, and he's got number 15 wide open down the right side. Not sure what the mix-up was there, but Cordell George wide open, sprinting down the right sideline, defended by the freshman Matthew Lindsay, but not sure what coverage they're in there, but that definitely fooled the Panther defense. So same formation, trips right, split left. Daniels in the gun. He's going to take the snap. This time he will hand it off inside, and that's going to be handed off to Hartzell, who will get a gain of a couple off the left side as he's brought down in the middle of the formation. Daniel Seymour on the stop for the Panthers along with Will Jennings. So 3rd down and 8 now for the Roosters. Ball at the Panther 43-yard line. Doubles formation. Daniels in the gun. He takes the snap, hands it off to the left side, and that is going to be met immediately. Tackled by Grant McGinnis on the play there. Hartzell on the carry. So 4th and 5 now. The Roosters in that hurry-up offense. Shotgun doubles. Daniels looks to take the snap. Steps back. Now he's going to look to his right, sprints to his right. And he's going to throw that up for grabs, and that is going to be caught. That is going to be caught by Grayson Suddeth, as Grayson Suddeth and the freshman Matthew Lindsay both go up for the ball, and Suddeth comes away with it, and that will move the sticks for the Roosters, and they are now down in the red zone on the 10-yard line. So again, they're going to hand that off in. No, the quarterback's going to keep it now. Makes a great move and will score from the 10. So the quarterback there with a great run puts a great move on the defender and scores to the left side. So Pleasant Hill now up 13-0, 7:33 in the first. Now attempting the PAT, Sawyer Rich Creek the holder. Dylan Jackson the kick, and it is good. So just like that, folks, 7:33 in the first quarter here, and the Roosters are up 13-0. The Panthers just have not had an answer for this Panther offense, whether it's running or passing. It seems like the quarterback's doing a great job running the option, but also creating mismatches with their route selections and putting their receivers in good positions. So it is going to be critical now for the Panthers to establish a drive, their first drive of the night, a 3-and-out, and a good kick away to the Roosters, but the Roosters respond, drive the field, and score in, I believe, 4 plays here. So the kick is deep, and that is going to go to Lee again. He will take it in the middle, cuts to his left. Now he covers the football, and he's going to get a good push, and he will make it out to about, that is going to be Pittman on the carry, and he's going to bring that out to about the 33-yard line. So The Panthers here, 7:25 in the first, will take over 1st and 10, ball now at the 33-yard line. So the Panthers huddled on the sideline. The Panthers tonight in their black uniforms, red and white piping. The Roosters in gold pants, white jerseys with the gold helmets. So Hall, the quarterback, in the gun, twins right, wing and tight end to the left, calls out his signals, takes a snap, hands it off the left side, and that is going to be Logan Pittman, the junior, on the carry, and he will get a gain of about 4 on the play. So that'll bring the ball out to the Panther 38-yard line, 2nd down and 5, 2nd and 6 now coming up for the Panthers. So the Panthers will break the huddle now. This time the Panthers in the double tight full house backfield. Hall under center this time. He'll take the snap and he's going to hand that off inside on the trap play. And that is going to be stopped immediately as Noah Spencer trying to get into action here. But a short gain as the Roosters defended that very well up front. So the Roosters in a 4-man front here. Jordan Hall, the quarterback, 3rd down and 2 coming up for the Panthers. Extremely important that the Panthers convert here and get a 1st down and continue to move that clock. So the Panthers back in the full house backfield. Hall under center. Takes the snap. This time it's going to be a counter play off the right side with Pittman. He's out to the 50, now the 45, 40. Missed tackle, 30. Cuts it back into the 25, and he's going to get down to about the 19-yard line. So a great carry for the junior running back. So a gain of about 40 yards on the play, and the Panthers find themselves in the red zone for the first time tonight. Ball in the far hash. So 1st and 10 Panthers, ball at the Pleasant Hill 20-yard line. If you've just joined us, 6 minutes left in the first quarter here. Roosters 14, Panthers 0. Jordan Hall takes his offense to the line of scrimmage. Double tight, full house backfield. Jordan Hall will take the snap this time, and he will hand it off inside on the inside trap to Noah Spencer. And a shoestring tackle saves the touchdown for the Roosters. Noah Spencer. Brady Rowe on the tackle for the Roosters, so a gain of about 9 on the play. 2nd down and 1 now coming up for the Panthers. Ball at the Roosters 12-yard line. Panthers will elect this time to come out in the twins left formation with tight end and wing to the right. Jordan Hall in the gun. Logan Pittman single to the left. Hall takes a snap, hands it off the route side to Pittman. He puts his hands on the hip of his guard, and he will be brought down after a gain of about 5. So that will move the sticks for the Panthers, and they will now be looking at a 1st and goal situation, 1st and goal from the 6-yard line, and the Panthers doing exactly what they need to here and responding to that second score by the Roosters. So Hall will now break the huddle. Full house backfield now for the Panthers. Hall under center. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Pittman off the right side, and he's pushing with his lineman. And that is a Oak Grove touchdown. So Logan Pittman off the right side does a great job of being patient, allowing his big boys up front to do the work, and he finds pay dirt. So the Panthers with an impressive drive there as they come down and score. 1 minute and about 26 seconds to pull the score within 7. So now Perez on to attempt the extra point. Holst your long snapper. And that is going to be a penalty on the Roosters. So it looks like the Panthers are going to elect to go for 2 as that ball will now be moved half the distance. So instead of being at the 3-yard line, the Panthers will now have an attempt at a 2-point conversion from the 1.5-yard line. So an untimed down here. Panthers will come out in the full house backfield. Ball for the 2-point conversion. Hall takes the snap, hands it off the right, and that is Pittman, and he is going to be tackled in the backfield from the backside. So Braden Bush, so cue the cannons. And I think half the stadium was not ready for that, so if you weren't awake, you are now. So the Panthers respond here. They're not able to get the 2-point conversion after the penalty on the PAT. But your score with 4:44 to go here in the first quarter, 14-6. I want to go through our sponsors real quick and recognize them as many times as possible tonight. Our first sponsor is Commercial Bank, which is a platinum sponsor. Our gold sponsors, Jake Industrial, First Baptist Church of Oak Grove, State Farm Jeff Jennings, New Life Church, Oak Grove Chiropractic, Bird Automotive, Fitz Osborne Real Estate, Centerpoint Hospital, and then our silver sponsors, Karen Lux Realty Executives and Rach, the Realtor Group. We want to thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to be here and bring you Friday Night Lights. So the Panthers now will line up to kick off. Perez from the 40-yard line will put it in play, and he gets a good deep kick, and that ball is going to be caught at about the 1-inch line. And he's going to bring that up the middle, and he's got a gap off the left side to the 50, 40, 30, 20. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Roosters. Tyler Wise, 99-yard touchdown kickoff return. Definitely the longest kick return I've seen in a lot of years. But if you watched it, it was the old school wedge, and that back line did a good job. And Wise takes advantage of that and finds himself in the end zone 99 yards later. So right as the Panthers answer, the Roosters say not so fast and take it to the house. So the PAT now Jackson on the kick, and that is going to be good. So as the Panthers answer the call, the Roosters turn right back around on the ensuing kickoff and take it 99 yards by Tyler Weiss for the Roosters, and that is the second return tonight that he's had that has been a great return. So the special teams for the Panthers might want to consider either kicking it away from him or Pooch kicking it, because he can definitely has the ability, as you've seen there, to take it to the house. So we will switch sides now, and the Panthers will move to kickoff return. So Jace Lee and Logan Pittman back deep for the Panthers. In the kick for the Roosters, Jackson will be kicking from the near hash 40-yard line. 4:31 here in the first quarter. Roosters 21, Panthers 6. Jackson steps off his kick, and he will approach the ball, and he will kick the ball right down the hash, and that will be fielded by Pittman, the junior, who takes it at about the 10-yard line and gets what he can on a dangerous play there, but will dive out of bounds, and the Panthers now will take over at the 24-yard line. So on the last series, the Panthers had a lot of success running off tackle, had a near touchdown on the inside trap. So we'll see what Coach Pat Richard dials up here, as it was a mix of twins and full house in that last drive. So Jarrett Taylor and Noah Spencer will be split out wide to the right. Jordan Hall, the quarterback. Grady Hudspeth, the wing to the left. Hall calls out his signals. He'll take the snap. He's going to turn and throw it quickly to Noah Spencer, who gets out to the outside, cuts it back inside, and now we'll get out to the 38-yard line. So I like what Coach Richard is thinking there. Get the ball to your playmakers, and Noah Spencer, with that speed, can get to the outside. Does a good job there of moving the sticks for the Panthers. So now into the game for Hudspeth comes the freshman Matthew Lindsay. Jarrett Taylor split to the left this side along with Noah Spencer, so twins to the left. Wing right is the freshman Matthew Lindsay. Hall, the quarterback, puts Lindsay in motion, takes a snap, and he's going to hand that off the left side to Lindsay, who stops, cuts it back to the inside, and he's going to be tackled for a loss of about 2, as the Roosters did a good job of stringing that out and staying in their lanes on defense, and that will result in a loss of about 1. So the Panthers now find themselves a 2nd and 11, ball at their own 38-yard line. Hudspeth will come back into the game as Matthew Lindsay will trot off to the side. Now Tristan Garrett and Noah Spencer to the right side in twins. All with one offset to the right. Steps, he's going to throw that out to Spencer again, who will take it off to the right side, and we'll get a gain of about 5, but it does look like there's a flag out there, which will probably indicate holding on that receiver. We'll see what the call is here. That's going to be exactly what it is. So a good gain will be brought back due to the holding call, which is a big penalty, obviously, as it is a 10-yard spot foul. So with that penalty, we are going to be looking at about 2nd and 21 for the Panthers now instead of a 3rd and 4. They now look at a 2nd and long. So not a problem here as the Panthers can take a couple downs here to get their first down. They don't have to have it all at once. Spencer and Garrett split left. Now Hall will step and he'll throw that out to the left side to Pittman, who tits it out to about the 39-yard line, and he will be tackled by Lane Snyder, but not before a 11-yard gain for the junior running back Logan Pittman. 3rd down and 11 now coming up for the Panthers, ball at their own 38-yard line. Hall in the gun now, trips to the right. Pittman will sprint to his right. Hall take it off the left side. He's out to the 50, 40, 30. He's going to look to cut it back to the 20, and he's going to take it to the house. So a well-designed play there as they send Logan Pittman in motion to the right. Hall makes a fake, and he will take it 62 yards for the touchdown. So 2:07 now left in the first quarter. Roosters 21, Panthers 12. So on both occasions, the Panthers are starting to figure out this defensive front for the Roosters and are taking advantage of it. But again, a great play design and great play call by Coach Richard as he set that up. And then the senior quarterback, Jordan Hall, delivers. So the Panthers now will line up again for a 2-point conversion here. Full house backfield for the Panthers, 2 tight ends, Hall under center. He'll take the snap this time, and that is going to be met immediately as that defensive line for the Roosters have great penetration, and the freshman, Matthew Lindsay, doesn't have a chance. So we will not have the 2-point conversion, but the Panthers do respond here to bring themselves back within 9. So 2:07 left in the first quarter. And a lot of the things that I talked about in pregame are exactly what has happened here. As you look at the game plan for the Panthers, they still are struggling a little bit with stopping that Rooster defense. But on offense, now that they have started to establish some drives and are taking care of business there, it's definitely putting them in a better position to make this a ball game. And we also talked about the Panthers definitely want to keep within reaching distance so that they don't find themselves in a hole here. So Diego Perez, the junior kicker, will kick from the far hash here, 40-yard line. Again, 2:07 left in the first. I'm Tracy Kemp. We're here at Panther Stadium tonight. A beautiful, beautiful night for football. On the last kick here, Tyler Wise took the ball 99 yards for a touchdown, so the Panthers decide that they will take their chances and kick the ball on a squib kick so they don't give up the touchdown. So with that, the Roosters will have amazing field position to start here with their drive late in the first quarter. So the Roosters now in the trips to the right, split left. Daniel in the gun will put his inside man in motion, and that is going to be taken off the left side. That is Grayson Suddeth. So a good stop behind the line of scrimmage there by the senior safety, Jordan Hall. A loss of 1 on the play. Now Roosters come out, trips left, doubles. Now he'll put Suddeth in motion. He goes back out. He'll hand that off now to number 29, Garrison Hartzell, who will be stopped for a loss. And that Panther defense starting to figure out this Rooster offense and get another stop for loss. So 3rd down and 12 now coming up for the Roosters. Ball at the Rooster 39-yard line. Bo Daniel, the senior quarterback. Also on the field, Grayson Suddeth. Cordell George on the right side. Daniel claps his hands and calls the cadence. Puts his man in motion. Now he's going to sprint to the right. Pressure coming back, and it's going to be a throwback screen to the left side, and that's Hartzell out there who takes it off the left side and now will be knocked out of bounds, and a late flag. Looks like as Hartzell went out of bounds, there were some extracurricular activities over there with one of the Panthers defenders, and the referee decided to throw a flag on it. So that will be another huge, costly penalty for the Panthers, and it seems like there's been times tonight when the Panthers find themselves in a good position and have had some costly penalties at the wrong time. So the 15 yards will be marked off, which will take the Roosters all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So again, the Roosters now find themselves inside the red zone of the Panthers. So twins left, twins right. Daniels in the gun with one back, puts his man in motion. Now he's going to hand it off to the running back, and there's going to be a flag on the play. So legal procedure, a false start will be caused against the Roosters. And that'll back them up 5 yards. So 1st down to 15 coming up now. Ball from the 24-yard line. So one offset back to the left. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Daniel, the quarterback, takes a snap. Now he's going to hand that off to number 25, Wade. He bounces out to the left side. And he's going to lower his shoulder, and he's going to score. Touchdown by the senior, number 12, Braden Bush. 23-yard touchdown run off the left side, as the Panthers still just not found an answer for this Rooster running game. Roosters in their swinging gait will now transition to a traditional PAT formation. Jackson the kicker, Rich Creek the holder. Snap is good and down. Jackson makes the kick, and it is good. So 43 seconds left here in the first quarter, and we already have 40 points that have been scored here. So this Rooster offense coming out and flexing their muscles, as their run game has not missed a beat, and the Panthers are having a hard time answering the call. So I know Coach Solons will come up with some strategies here to try to stop the run, put the Roosters in some 3rd and long situations. When we had that penalty there, of course, they had the 1st down because of the run, but they were actually in a 3rd and long situation, so the Panthers doing a good job getting to that 3rd and long situation. They just got to bow their necks and not allow that 1st down. So Logan Pittman and Jace Lee back deep for the Panthers. Dylan Jackson will kick off for the Roosters from the right near hash. Pittman will fill that about the 9-yard line, comes out to 20, dances. Now he's going to be tackled and brought down as there's nowhere to go. Troy Gustin, the senior, on the stop for the Roosters. 1st and 10 coming up for the Panthers. Ball at their own 20-yard line. The Panthers have managed to score on a 6-yard plunge by Pittman and then a 64-yard run by the quarterback Jordan Hall. And here they take over with 80 yards to go. Twins right, wing to the left. Hall takes the shotgun snap. He throws it out to Garrett, and he is going to be hit hard, but not until after a 6-yard gain. Garrett's a little slow getting up. Braden Bush on the tackle for the Roosters. So Jarrett Taylor will come on to replace Tristan Garrett as he's going to get looked at by the trainer, Cole Webster. Hall, the senior quarterback, in the gun. Pittman to the left. Twins to the left, wing to the right. Hall takes the snap. He'll hand that off to Pittman off the right side. Takes a jump cut, and he's going to be met for a loss by that Rooster defense. So Carter Hull on the stop for the Roosters, which will be a loss of about one. So 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Panthers, and we are going to switch sides. So it's the end of the first quarter. So again, I want to recognize our sponsors for this evening. Our platinum sponsors, Commercial Bank, Bank and Commercial, serving Oak Grove since 1907. Our gold sponsors, Jake's Industrial, First Baptist Church of Oak Grove, State Farm, Jeff Jennings, New Life Church, Oak Grove Chiropractic, Bird Automotive, Fitz Osborne Real Estate, and Centerpoint Hospital. And then our silver sponsors, Karen Lux, Realty Executives, and Rach, the Realtor Group. So again, we want to thank our sponsors. We appreciate your support so that we can come out and broadcast these Friday Night Lights, but also celebrate these great student athletes from both schools. And high school football, in my opinion, is one of the best sports in America. So we are getting ready to start the second quarter here, and we've already seen 40 points collectively put on the board between both teams. So we will see what the second quarter has in store for us. Third down and 4 now for the Panthers. Ball at the 26-yard line. Double tight formation, full house. Hall under center. He'll take the snap, and he will hand that off on the inside trap to Noah Spencer, and he is going to be stopped immediately by Troy Guston for the Roosters. So a gain of about 2 on the play, and Pat Richard comes to the first big call of the night as he will decide if they will punt here or if they will decide to go for it. So the Panthers will line up to go for it here. 4th and 2. Ball at their own 28-yard line. Hall under center. Full house backfield. This time he's going to step and give it. And he's going to keep it. And he is going to be stopped initially, but gives great effort and will get the first down. So that time, Jordan Hall electing to do the be your own blocker and does a really, really good job of getting the first down. So Carter Hull on the stop for the Roosters. Hudspeth back in the game. So Jarrett Taylor and Noah Spencer split to the right in the Twins formation. Hudspeth the wing to the left. Hall the quarterback with Logan Pittman to his right. He'll put Hudspeth in motion. And this time he is going to follow the lead off the right side, and the backside defensive end did a great job of squeezing that down. So Lane Snyder on the stop for the Roosters. No gain. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Ball at the Panther 32. Ball in the middle of the field here. Matthew Lindsay, the freshman, will sub into the game here. Hall looks over to the sideline. 16 seconds left on the play clock here, and it looks like Coach Richard wants to talk about it and see what they want to do here. So a quick recap of the game. The very first series of the game, Pleasant Hill, 5 plays, about 80 yards, takes it right down the field and scores. Then Oak Grove has a 3-and-out, kicks the ball to the Roosters. The Roosters immediately answer and score on about an 80-yard touchdown drive. The Panthers respond and drive the ball about 80 yards for a touchdown off the right side, a right side plunge by the junior Logan Pittman. And once Pittman scored the touchdown, the Roosters immediately again scored. Panthers come back and respond and then kick off, and the Roosters respond with a 99-yard touchdown return. So that's where we're at in the game. 10:37 in the second now. So Jarrett Taylor, Noah Spencer, twins to the left. Hall, the quarterback, will give his signal to his linemen. They break the huddle. Hudspeth, the wing to the left. Logan Pittman in the backfield. They put Hudspeth in motion. This time he's going to fake. Now he's going to step and he's going to throw it out to Hudspeth out here on the right side. And that will be a gain of about 2. So 3rd down and 8 now coming up for the Panthers. Ball now at their own 34-yard line.
Gain of 1, 3rd and 9 now for the Panthers.
So Taylor and Spencer split to the left in the Twins formation. Hudspeth, the wing to the right. Hudspeth will go in motion this time. Hall will keep it off the left side and follow both blockers. And he is going to be close to a 1st down. It will depend on the spot. So number 11, Brady Rowe and Troy Gustin. So a good hard run by the quarterback, Jordan Hall, who gets the sticks moved on a tough conversion there. But the Panthers continue to move the sticks and take time off the clock here. So Taylor and Spencer looks like they will split to the left this time. Hudspeth, a wing to the left. He'll put Hudspeth in motion. Hall will take the ball this time off the right side. And again, the same play off the right side. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And Hall with a great gain of about 9 on the play. And that is actually going to be good for a Panther 1st down. So again, the Panthers doing a nice job here of maintaining this drive, protecting the football, and taking some time off the clock. Jarrett Taylor, Noah Spencer split to the left in Twins formation. Hudspeth will be the wing to the right, Hall in the gun. This time he'll put Hudspeth in motion. Hudspeth will go upfield. This time Hall looks to throw, and he finds Noah Spencer off the left side. So again, a good play design there as Noah Spencer will get a gain of about 12 on the play. So a nice gain by the Panther offense here. So Hudspeth will hustle off the field, and the freshman Matthew Lindsay will replace him in the lineup. Twins right wing left for the Panthers. This time Hall will step and throw quickly to the right side, and that's Noah Spencer who splits the defenders and will get out to about the 30-yard line. So 2nd down and 5 coming up for the Panthers. Ball now on the Pleasant Hill side of the field. Ball at the 30-yard line, 31-yard line. So this time the Panthers will elect to put their receivers to the short side of the field. That is Taylor and Spencer. A freshman Matthew Lindsay on the right as well. Hall in the gun. Pittman, his lone setback. Lindsay motions to the left. Now Hall will take it back to the right. And Hall will get a 1st down there. So a big gain there for the senior quarterback, Jordan Hall. He'll move the sticks again. And the Panthers doing a nice job here of maintaining this drive and moving the sticks, led by the quarterback, senior Jordan Hall, who's had some big runs in this series. So Hall breaks the huddle, trips to the left. Pittman, the lone setback. Hall takes a snap. He'll hand it to Pittman off the right side. Pittman takes to the right, cuts back to the middle, and loses the ball. And it looks like the Roosters are going to recover. So all of that for naught. The Panthers start the series with a very, very nice drive where they drive the ball almost 50 yards, only to be reversed by a fumble by the junior Logan Pittman. A great strip by Braden Bush, the Rooster defender. And the Roosters now take over 1st and 10 and ball at their own 10-yard line. So, again, that Panther offense did an awesome job that time driving the football, but just did not take care of the football, causing the turnover there. So there's a whistle on the play. We'll see what we got going on here. Looks like maybe there's an equipment malfunction. Usually that means they've either got an equipment issue, there's blood on their uniform, something of that type. So we will resume play now as the Roosters have subbed a player in there. So Daniel in the gun takes a snap. He'll take it off the right side, and he's going to be met and tackled for a short gain. It looks like Logan Holtz on the tackle for the Panthers. So no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Panthers. Ball at the Rooster 10-yard line. Daniel in the gun with a running back to each side. Twins to the left, split to the right. He'll put the inside receiver in motion. Daniel now hand that off to Hartzell off the right side, who's pursued from behind. And that's going to be Daniel Seymour all the way from the backside, making a great play, chasing him down, and also on the tackle, number 7, Matthew Lindsay. So a loss of about 1 as the Panthers bow their neck and try to stop this Rooster offense. So Daniel in the gun, twins to the right, twins to the left, one running back to his left, puts the running back in motion. He'll step back, fake and throw. Now he's going to throw the quick string to the right side, and that is going to be caught and will be advanced for a 1st down. So Grayson Sutter on the reception for the Roosters. Owen Blancett on the stop for the Panthers, and that will move the stick. So 1st and 10 coming up for the Roosters. Ball at the 28. Daniels will fake the handoff. Now he takes it off the right side, and he is going to be met and tackled out there on the right side. Israel Blackston on the tackle, but not before a 10-yard gain for the Roosters and a 1st down, right back to it. In the gun, Daniels will hand it off right up the middle, and I think that is Hartzell. And it is. So Sheldon Waller on the tackle, and the Roosters right back to the line of scrimmage, doubles gun. Daniel calls out the signal, tries to draw the defense off sides. The running back will split to the right now, takes a snap. He's going to turn and throw it quick out to Suddeth, and Suddeth is going to catch it, and we'll have enough for the 1st down. Waller on the tackle for the Panthers, and that's good for a 1st down. So this is almost a mirror of the last drive for the Panthers, as almost every play is resulting in a 1st down. But the Roosters using tempo here as they go to a no-huddle offense, doubles formation, shotgun with the pistol. He'll take the snap. This time he's going to fake. Now he'll roll to his right, pressured from the Panther defense, and that ball is going to be caught off the right side. And that is number 9, Aiden Miner. And another 1st down for the Rooster offense. Zach Bryant sprints onto the field in place of Will Jennings, who looks like he needs either a breath or he's talking to Cole Webster there. So doubles gun now for Daniels. Running back offset to the left. Suddeth goes in motion. Daniels will take the snap, and he'll hand that off inside to the tough running back from Pleasant Hill, who delivers a stiff arm and bullies his way into the end zone. Touchdown Roosters, number 25, Braden Bush, the senior. And the Panthers have yet to find a solution to this Rooster running game, especially number 25, Mr. Bush, as he has bullied his way on the last 2 drives into the end zone. So on to kick for the Roosters, number 17, Dylan Jackson. Sawyer Rich Creek, the holder. Snap is down and good. Jackson makes the kick, and it is good. So 5:08 left here in the 2nd quarter. The Roosters 35, the hometown Panthers 12. So as I think about, adjustments for this game, obviously, um, the Panthers are going to have to come up with some combinations with their fronts to try to slow down this this Rooster running game. It looks like the Rooster offensive linemen are getting good paths to that second level and really tying up those linebackers for the for the Panthers. As the last 5, 6, 7 plays, you can see defensive backs are making the tackles, and if your defensive backs are making the tackles, that usually tells you you're having a breakdown. So back deep now for the Panthers again. Logan Pittman and Jace Lee. Jackson kicking off this time from the right hash. So Jackson will kick it here, and Pittman will field it at about the 11-yard line. Takes it right up the hash. Now a break to the right, cuts back to the left, out to the 30, 35, 40. Now he cuts it back and trips, but not before a good return there as Logan Pittman is patient, waits, and then finds a seam, and he gets his team out to the 44-yard line where the Panthers will take over 1st and 10. So the Panthers on their last drive the ball a considerable distance and then fail to convert to a touchdown as a turnover. Now we'll have the ball and have an opportunity to try to go down and score again. So the Panthers will elect to come out in the full house backfield. Hall under the center. He takes a snap, and he will run it inside. And that is Noah Spencer off the right side. And Noah Spencer with a good gain there with a gain of about 6. So that'll bring the ball out to the 50-yard line of the midfield. Panthers now 2nd down and 4 coming up for the Panthers. Panthers elect to stay in that full house look. Hall under center. He'll take the snap this time. He'll hand it off to the left side, and that's the freshman Matthew Lindsay, and he puts it on the carpet. And the Roosters are going to find themselves with the football again. So one of the keys to the game that I talked about before the game for the Panthers offense was that it was going to be absolutely critical for the Panthers to take care of the football and not allow any turnovers. And on the last 2 drives here, as the Panthers have proven to be able to move the football and have their way a little bit, have beat themselves and put the ball on the turf. So 4:22 now left in the second. The Pleasant Hill Roosters will take over at their own 39-yard line, 1st and 10. Daniel, the quarterback, in the gun. 1 running back to the right. Tight twins to the left. Tight twins to the right. This time he'll turn it, and they're going to give the reverse this time. And that is going to be a 61-yard touchdown. So Tyler Wise, who has had a big night tonight, a 99-yard kickoff return, and now a 61-yard run on the reverse as he proves to be faster than the Panther defenders and takes it to the house. So a low snap, but handled well, and that is going to be blocked by the Panthers. So a good job by the special teams there as they deny the extra point for the Roosters. 4:10 now in the second, and we have 53 points in this game in the first 20 minutes of the game here. The visiting Pleasant Hill Roosters 41, Panthers 12. A great night here at Panther Stadium. Lots of activities this week in Panther Nation. Good luck to several teams next week who start district play. Also, I know softball starts district play next week, I believe. Volleyball is coming up very quickly. Girls golf has the conference golf tournament at the Mules National Golf Course in Warrensburg on Monday. And then go to Lawson on Thursday to play district. So a shout out to that girls golf team in their first season here And good luck with their first conference tournament and first district tournament. So this time the Roosters, Jackson will elect to kick off from the left side. I would say they're probably trying to kick the ball away from Pittman. And that's exactly what they're going to do, is he will pooch it down the left side. And that will be Jay Slew. He will take it back to the left side out to the 25, and he's going to be hit hard and taken down by number 32, Lucas Van Meter. And now the Panthers, with 4:04 left, find themselves first and 10, ball to 26-yard line. Last two drives for the Panthers, again, they have proved to be able to move the football and sustain some drives, but both of those drives had ended with the running backs of the Panther backfield putting the ball on the turf and the Rooster defense being able to jump on those. So Twins left, wing right, Hall the quarterback. Spencer and Taylor split to the left. Hudspeth will go in motion. Now Hall will keep it off the left side on the quarterback sweep. Cuts it back to the right side, and he's going to be tackled from behind by Lucas Thompson. And there is going to be a flag on the play, which is probably going to be in the area of holding. Nope. Face mask on the defense, so a penalty that will help the Panthers out tonight, and it will result in a first down. So a huge MRVC matchup here tonight at Panther Stadium. So far a lopsided affair, as the Roosters have been able to have their way on the ground, and the Panther offense has had a struggle with putting the ball on the turf, but otherwise have been able to move the ball. So with 3:45 left here in the first, we'll see if the Panthers can pull it closer, as they will get the ball second half. Twins left. Hudspeth will go in motion. Now Hall will take the snapped off the left side, and that's the quarterback keeper, and takes it to the right, to the 40, 30, 25, 20, and they're not going to catch him. So Jordan Hall again with a 60-yard touchdown run. So his second of the night, the senior quarterback, and it looks like the coaching staff for the Oak Grove Panthers have obviously seen something they like, as the senior quarterback Hall makes another nice run and score, and does exactly what the Panthers need to do to keep themselves, if they want to have any chance of coming back in the second half here. So the Panthers, who will now look to go for two to bring it within 21. Full house backfield, Hall under center. Hall takes the snap here, he'll split it out to the right side, and there is nothing doing, as the defense for the Roosters, Braden Bush, goes directly through the line and makes the stop in the backfield. So great job by the Panther offense there, getting themselves down the line of scrimmage, down the field, and putting some points on the board. So after two series previous to that, answer the call, take care of the football, and convert a touchdown. So we got 3:23 here left in the first half. We will feature the Sound of Panther Pride marching band at halftime. So for those of you that want a little halftime show, the Sound of Panther Pride will be providing that this evening, and they will always do a great job. I want to thank Mr. Michael Miller, our technician in the booth tonight, and also Mr. Randy Eddington, our video person, who brings you all the action. So Perez this time will elect to kick off from the middle of the field. And he will kick that ball, a bouncing squib kick, and that's going to be recovered. Tackled by Ryan Rainey. So the Roosters here with 3:18 left on the clock will absolutely be looking to see if they can put another score on the board. On the last series, pulled out a razzle-dazzle play with a reverse, And Tyler Wise taking it to the house. And Mr. Wise has had a big night tonight, who also had the 99-yard touchdown return. So the Roosters now in the doubles formation. Daniel in the gun. He'll put Sudduth in motion. He'll hand it off inside, and that'll be the running back. And that is Garrison Hartzell with a big gain on first play, and he will move the sticks for the Roosters. So a gain of about 17, 18 on the play will bring up first down and 10 for the Roosters. Ball now at the 46-yard line. Daniel in the gun. He'll put his receiver in motion. Now he takes the jet sweep off the right side. Holtz pursuing but can't get there. And now Matthew Lindsay holding on and bringing down Aiden Miner on the stop. So a gain of about 2 on the play. Second down and 8 now coming up for the Roosters. Ball at the Panther 44-yard line. 2:35 left in the first here. This is Tracy Kemp. If you're just joining us, welcome to Panther Stadium. Daniel in the gun, doubles formation with the pistol, and that's Hartzell behind him. And it looks like we are going to run out of time. So a delay of game called against the Roosters. And I think the Pleasant Hill coach is saying that the game clock was never reset. So the white hat, Mr. Joe Bardwell, denies the complaint from the Rooster head coach, and we're back to play here. So doubles formation for the Roosters. Daniel, the quarterback, with pistol behind him. Hartzell steps up to block. Daniel's going to step back, and he's going to throw that ball deep, but overthrows his intended receiver, number 1, Grayson Sudduth. Israel Blackston defending for the Panthers. So third down and 14 now coming in for the Panthers, and we will have a Rooster timeout. So again, I want to acknowledge our sponsors for this evening. Again, thank you to all these folks for supporting Panther Athletics and allowing us to bring this to you on Friday night. So our platinum sponsors, Commercial Bank. Gold sponsors, Jake Industrial. First Baptist Church of Oak Grove. State Farm, Jeff Jennings. New Life Church. Oak Grove Chiropractic. Bird Automotive. Fitz Osborne Real Estate. Centerpoint Hospital. And then our silver sponsors, Karen Lux Realty Executives and Rach the Realtor Group. So a big shout out to all those sponsors, again, who sponsor and support Panther Athletics, but also do a great job of allowing us to bring you these Friday night lights here at Panther Stadium. So Pleasant Hill will travel to Warrensburg next week, and Oak Grove will travel to Lincoln College Prep for a Week 7 matchup. So the Roosters find themselves in a 3rd and 13 situation. Ball at the 49-yard line. Daniel in the gun with the pistol behind him. That's Hartzell. He steps up and blocks. Daniel again, they throw the same route down the right side with Sudduth, and obviously those Rooster coaches see something or a mismatch that they like, and they are picking on Mr. Blackston over there. So 4th and 13 coming up for the Roosters, and we will see the Rooster punt team for the first time tonight. Lucas Van Meter on the kick for the Roosters. Logan Pittman will let that go into the end zone. So a good job by the Panther defense there, keeping the Roosters out of the end zone and giving themselves an opportunity to go down and possibly put a score in the end zone before halftime here. The Panthers have 2 timeouts, 1:52 left in the second quarter. And don't forget, the Panthers will get the ball back for the second half. So potentially if they could go down and score here, they could put themselves in a good situation to mount a comeback here. Trips right, wing left, Hall in the gun. He'll put Hudspeth in motion. He is going to take it off the right side. Now he'll step back and throw, and that's going to be bobbled and out of bounds as the receiver, Jarrett Taylor, cannot handle it, and it falls to the turf. So second down and 10 now coming up for the Panthers. Second down and 10 coming up for the Panthers. The play clock rolls here. 1:47 left in the second quarter. Jarrett Taylor and Noah Spencer split to the left. Hall and Pittman in the backfield. He'll send Pittman out to the left, and he's going to throw the flare route out there to Pittman, who will spin and spin again and get out of bounds after a gain of about 5. Doing a good job there of getting what he can to put the Panther offense in a position to try to get a first down here and move these sticks. They definitely do not want to give the ball back to the Roosters if at all possible. So Hudspeth will hustle off the field, and the freshman Matthew Lindsay will enter the lineup. Taylor and Spencer will make their way to the right side and line up in the Twins formation to the right. Lindsay now the wing to the left. Hall will put Lindsay in motion. He'll sprint out to his right side, and this time he is going to throw it, and that is going to be intercepted by number 3, Caleb Fisher, the junior, as the ball was overthrown by the Panther quarterback right into the arms of the Rooster defender. And exactly what we didn't want to happen there happens, as the Roosters will now have a short field here with 1:35 and 2 timeouts, and an opportunity to add to their 41-12 lead here before intermission. Watch out for Mr. Tyler Wise here and Braden Bush, as they have been the major playmakers for the Roosters tonight. So Bush offset to the left by Daniel, the quarterback. He'll put the man in motion. Now hand it off to Bush off the right side, and he'll take the sweep off the right side, and he is not afraid of contact and does a really nice job of lowering his shoulder there and getting the first down. 1:27 now left in the first quarter, and the Roosters right back to business here. Ball now at the 30-yard line. He'll hand that off to Hartzell on the side, who now will bust it out to the left side and will be tackled, but not before a gain of about 9. Jordan Hall on the stop for the Panthers, and the Roosters right back to the line of scrimmage. So Hartzell and Bush offset with the quarterback in the gun. Twins to the right, split left. He'll put Sudduth in motion. Now he's going to hand it off to the right side, and Bush breaks a tackle, takes it off the right. Now he'll bounce it outside and barrels his way down to about the 8-yard line. So again, another first down for the Roosters. And the turnover has definitely put the Roosters in a situation with a short field that they've drove now, and they're right inside the 10-yard line. Ball now placed at the 7. Daniels in the gun. This time he'll hand it to Hartzell, who's off the left side, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield. That is Matthew Lindsay. No, excuse me, that is Sheldon Waller on the stop for the Panthers. So Pleasant Hill will take their second timeout of the evening with 37 seconds left here. So just to recap the last couple minutes here, 1:43 left in the half here. The Panthers had the ball, and on third down through an interception, giving the ball to the Roosters about the 41-yard line, who have worked their way down now inside the 10. So a 1st and 7 coming up here, 1st and goal from the 7 coming up here for the Panther defense. And the Panther defense need to attempt to bow their necks here and keep the Roosters out of the end zone, and if nothing else, hold them to a field goal to give them a chance to come out the second half here, as they will have possession of the ball and try to get this thing close. So Whiteout Joe Bardwell blows his whistle to tell the teams be ready for play, and we will be back to business here in just a second. So Hartzell, the single back in the backfield with Bo Daniel, the senior quarterback, trips to the right. Daniel will sprint out to his right, and he's going to throw that ball out there, and that is going to be intended for the receiver, Suddeth. And it is a little too tall for him as it goes off his fingertips, and that'll be defended by Israel Blackston. Daniel does a good job of sprinting out there, getting his shoulders square, but Suddeth just can't pull it in. So 3rd and goal now coming up for the Rooster offense, and this Panther defense, trying to keep these Roosters out of the end zone. Bo Daniel, the senior quarterback, in the gun. Hartzell in the pistol behind him. Trips to the right. Daniel will hand it to Hartzell, and Hartzell will jump, stop, and then cut to his right. And he is going to be close to a score, and it looks like they're going to mark him down and say that the ground caused the fumble, and that ball is now going to be placed right inside the 1-yard line. 4th down and 1 coming up for the Roosters. 22 seconds left here. The Roosters are out of timeouts. So we will see what Coach Sullins and this defensive staff here for the Panthers will elect to do to try to stop these Roosters. This is a great opportunity for this Panther defense to get a little bit of momentum as they go into halftime and talk it over. And again, the Panther offense will see the ball first in the second half. So if they can hold them here and take a little momentum into the locker room, that will be their best opportunity to come back out the second half and get this thing back within reach. So Coach Sullins, Coach Richard send their troops out there to battle. And the Roosters will come out in a shotgun formation. 2 running backs, 1 to the right, 1 to the left, and I would imagine this is going to go to Mr. Bush. Nope, it looks like Daniel will keep it, and he is going to be stopped. So a great stop by this Panther defense and something to be excited about as the Panthers deny the Roosters from scoring here, which is a huge, huge play. It may not seem like it's that big a deal, but if the Roosters score there, putting 48 on the board in the first half, it definitely makes it much harder to mount a comeback. And the Panthers now give themselves a chance as they will come out the second half with the football and have an opportunity to score. So the Panthers do have 16 seconds left here. They find themselves obviously backed up with their back to the wall. So right here, you want to make sure you don't take a safety. You do a great job of getting movement. And it looks like they will just quarterback sneak it there and haul behind his line of scrimmage. And that line of scrimmage gets a lot of movement and will give them some breathing room there. So a gain of about 3 on the play. And that is going to be the last play of the first half. So that'll be the conclusion of the first half. The score, Pleasant Hill 41, Oak Grove 18. We'll have a 20-minute halftime. Enjoy the sound of Panther pride, and we will be back in 20 minutes.
Jake's Industrial, First Baptist of Oak Grove, State Farms, Jeff Jennings, New Life Church, Oak Grove Chiropractic, Bird Automotive, Fitz Osborne Real Estate, and Centerpoint Hospital are silver sponsors. Karen Lux Realty Executives and Rach the Realtor Group. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field Oak Grove's very own, the sound of Panther Pride. We are proud to announce to the Panther Nation tonight the results from the band's first competition at the 53rd Carrollton Band Day this past Saturday. The band placed second on field, first for indoor drumline as well as third for indoor color guard. The Panthers snagged the best on-field color guard award along with being named the best on-field drumline unit for the day. Before the rain came down last Saturday, the Sound of Panther Pride marching band reclaimed the streak with the first place finish on parade. Among all 57 bands in attendance, only one was named the festival's large classification grand champion band, and that band was Oak Grove's very own, the Sound of Panther Pride grand champion. Let's congratulate our students on a most successful start for the competitive season. Tonight, the band is eager to perform the Becoming Field Show for the Panther Nation and packed for tomorrow's Marching Band Invitational at Smith Cotton Stadium in Sedalia. Drum majors Graceland Rysdorf, Braden Munson, and Zoe Wilson. Is the Sound of Panther Pride ready to perform this evening? Sound of Panther Pride, you may take the field in performance. If they leave the field, give them another hand. Thank you, Grand Champion Band, for another stellar performance. Let's wish them the continued success tomorrow in Sedalia, as well as the remaining competitions in Fayette and Odessa. And now, you may get up from your seats. Head to the concession stand because the concessions also support our music program. So if you want to continue to support the band, go get a hot dog and come back for the second half of play. I'll turn the microphone back over to Mr. Oak Grove, Randy McClain.
Welcome back to Panthers Stadium as we get ready to start this second half of MRVC football here. Your score as we got a chance to listen to our award-winning Sound of Panther Pride as they will go to Sedalia Smith Cotton tomorrow for a band competition down there. So good luck to all those youngsters. Excuse me. So kicking off for the Roosters, number 17, Jackson. And back deep for the Panthers, Jace Lee and Logan Pittman. And it looks like the Roosters are going to be offsides to start the second half here. So again, I want to wish best of luck to all the Oak Grove teams that will be competing in conference tournaments, district tournaments, playoffs coming up. It's an exciting time of the year for all athletes and all groups. So also, again, the band going down to Sedalia tomorrow. Best of luck to them. Our cheerleaders doing a great job tonight, but it's been a great start for Oak Grove Athletics. As I want to give a shout out to the softball team who won their second consecutive MRVC title yesterday. So congratulations to Coach Bigger and Coach Wheeler and those young ladies as they represent Oak Grove well. So we'll re-kick it here after the 5-yard penalty. This time it will be Pittman who will catch it at about the 12-yard line, slips. Now he picks himself up off to the left hash. And he is going to be brought down and tackled at about the 29-yard line. And that is where the Panthers will take over to start the second half here. So Jack Henry Gunsing on the tackle. So also want to represent or recognize those big boys up front. Jacob Risberg, Matthew Payne, Will Jennings, Elliott Atwell, Grant McGinnis, Bryant, Hudspeth, Mason Morris, calling out those big guys for the Panthers. So now this time the Panthers come out, split to the right, full house behind Hall, and he's under center. So he'll take the ball here, he'll step and he'll hand that to Lindsey, and Matthew Lindsey, the freshman, is going to throw it deep to Jarrett Taylor, and that is going to draw the flag as two defenders were blanketing the intended receiver there, Jarrett Taylor. So that time Hall hands off to the freshman Matthew Lindsey, who attempts the halfback pass, and although the ball fell incomplete, the refs throw the penalty flag, and that will be a 15-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage, and that will move the ball out now to about the 49-yard line. So 1st and 10 Panthers, and they're in business here as they will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Officials timeout as they try to set the chains and get the down marker correct. Shout out to our crane chain crew who does a good job every Friday night for us here. All the volunteers that make Friday night special here at Panther Stadium. Again, a shout out to Mr. Michael Miller, our technical advisor and director here, and also Mr. Randy Eddington, who does all of our video work. Thank you for their time as they make this possible and bring you a good product on Friday nights. So 11:45 here. We just start the third quarter. Roosters 41, Panthers 18. The Panthers have the ball first possession of the second half. Jordan Hall, the senior quarterback. Full house backfield, tight into the left, split to the right. He's going to take the snap. That time they hand off the inside trap. And it looks to me like the Roosters have that snuffed out immediately, as Noah Spencer will get a gain of about 2. But those interior linemen for the Roosters are not fooled. 2nd down and 8 now coming up for the Panthers. Hudspeth comes into the game, and the freshman Matthew Lindsay runs to the sideline. Jordan Hall will now set the formation with Noah Spencer and Jarrett Taylor split to the right in the Twins formation. Mason Morris, the tight end on the left. That is Matthew Lindsay. Nope, Hudspeth will go in motion. Now Hall will take it off the right side on the quarterback sweep, and he will have a gain of about 7 on the play, and that will be close. And now they will say, yes, it is a first down. So a Hall, a big night tonight, as he's had 2 touchdown runs over 60 yards and continues to add to his total here, as the Roosters have not had an answer for the quarterback keeper. So Hall will now go to the line of scrimmage. Twins to the left. Hudspeth, the wing to the right, with Morris as a tight end. Logan Pittman, the lone running back in the backfield with Hall. Hall this time will step, and he's going to throw it outside there to Noah Spencer. Turns on the Jets, and he will make it all the way down to the Rooster 32-yard line. That will be enough again for the Panther first down. And just to recap, if you weren't with this first down, what you're seeing is exactly what the Panthers were able to do in the last couple of drives of the first half. But unfortunately, 2 turnovers turned into points for the Roosters, and the Panthers trying to put it back together here and cut into this lead in the start of the third quarter here. So now Hudspeth on the right, a trips formation to the right. Hall will now send Logan Pittman on the swing route. He catches it out here in the flats, and he will make it to about the 25-yard line. It's hit hard and knocked out of bounds by Lane Snyder, this senior. So a gain of 3 now, gain of 8, 2nd and 2 coming up for the Panthers. So Taylor and Spencer will split to the left. Pittman will be the lone running back in the gun with Hall. Hudspeth to the right. This time he will hand it off the right side, and that is going to be the junior Pittman, and he's going to take it to the house. Touchdown Panthers. 9:21 in the third here, and the junior running back Pittman with a 24-yard touchdown off the right side cuts into the lead, as now the Panthers find themselves down 17. And a good response as they come out the second half here, drive the ball right down the field and put it in the end zone with a couple great runs by the senior quarterback Jordan Hall, polished off by the touchdown by Pittman. Panthers will line up to go for 2 here. I'm going to pitch it out to the left side, and that is the freshman Lindsay. And number 7, Jackson Schuller, does a great job of defending that play. It looks like if Lindsay can beat him on the edge there, he scores. So a good job by the defender. So although the Panthers are denied on the 2-point conversion here, they do come out and score, and will now have an opportunity to try to cut into this lead that the Roosters developed in the first half here. So we'll see what kind of adjustments that the defensive staff for the Panthers made at halftime. I always love seeing what kind of adjustments are made at halftime, what kind of new formations, what kind of new alignments are made, as a lot of times your teams that are victorious are the ones that can make the best adjustments. So the Roosters, who now lead by 17, come out and prepare for this kick return. Don't forget tonight that Tyler Weiss has had a 99-yard touchdown return and about a 60-yard touchdown return, so I really doubt the Panthers will elect to kick it to number 83. So we'll see what the junior Diego Perez chooses to do here, as he will kick from the middle of the field. A beautiful night here at Panther Stadium, MRVC football at its best. The Panthers of Oak Grove and the visiting Roosters of Pleasant Hill. So Perez will kick this, and it's a low bouncing kick, and that will be fielded at the 28-yard line by Cordell George, the junior, and that's where the Roosters will find themselves taking over for their first drive of the second half, 1st and 10. And the ball will be placed at the 23-yard line. Excuse me, the 28-yard line. So the Roosters will come out to start. Twins left. So doubles left, doubles right. Now Daniel puts his running back in motion, and he's going to hand it off. A little scuffle after the play there. So a false start called against the Roosters, so a good break for that Panther defense here. So Daniel this time keeps it off the left side, and he will be chased out of bounds at about the 26-yard line, so he gets a gain of 3 or 4 here. So 3rd down now coming up for the Roosters, as they will now have the ball. 3rd and 12 coming up from the 26-yard line. Excuse me, 2nd and 12. So the Roosters now in the shotgun formation. They'll put number 9 in motion. He runs across on the jet sweep, and he takes it off the right side, and he's got some room. He's hit by a Panther defender, then finally brought down after a gain of about 7 or 8. So we will have a short yardage situation coming up for the Panthers. So Daniel takes the snap. This time he will hand it off to the right side, and that is Braden Bush, who's had a big night. And he will be tripped up from behind. Possibly a touchdown saving tackle there by Sheldon Waller, the senior defender. And that will be enough for a Rooster first down. So now the Roosters right back to the line of scrimmage. Daniels take the snap. This time he's going to hand it off to the right side. And that is Garrison Hartzell, the junior running back, who will have a gain of about 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Roosters now. Ball at the Oak Grove 42-yard line. Ball in the far hash. Bo Daniel, the senior quarterback, at the helm for the Roosters. He'll take the snap. This time he'll hand it off to Braden Bush off the right side. Puts his hand on the hip of the guard, and he's going to get to the edge. And he is going to be knocked out of bounds after a big gain, and it looks like we got a couple of flags on the play, so we'll see what Mr. Bardwell has to say, and it looks like that will be a holding call against the Roosters. So as Braden Bush takes the ball all the way down inside the 10, it will be all for naught as the Roosters decided to grab hold of the jerseys out there on the edge. So Braden Bush, who came in tonight with over 100 yards rushing and I believe 11 touchdowns, has lived up to his hype as he's had a good night. Good hard runner, stays low to the ground, good stiff arm, but also those offensive linemen for the Roosters doing a good job up front there, getting him some lanes to run. So Bo Daniel, the quarterback in the gun. Hartzell, the junior running back in the pistol, now offset to the left. Doubles formation. He'll now put the Sudduth in motion, and he'll hand it off inside. And that is Hartzell, who will get a gain of about 5 on the play. 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Roosters. Ball now at the Oak Grove 41-yard line. Hartzell in the backfield with Daniel. Weiss wide to the left here along with number 14, Kyler Wallace-Riley. Weiss again has had a big night tonight. A huge kickoff return and a couple receptions. Now Sudduth on the jet sweep to the left. He cuts it back inside, and he is going to be tackled and pursued from the backside by Daniel Seymour, but not before Hartzell, the junior, gets the first down for the Roosters. So now the ball will move down to the Panther 35-yard line. First down and 10 coming up for the Roosters. Ball on the near hash. Hartzell, the single back with Daniel. He will start out in the pistol. Daniels will take the snap. He fakes. Now he's going to roll to his right, looks to his right, and that ball is delivered, but it is going to be dropped as that Panther defender does a great job of arriving right after the ball. And that ball intended out there for number 15, Cordell George, falls incomplete. So now the Roosters, 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball at the 35-yard line. Doubles formation. Hartzell, the single running back, is in the pistol formation behind Daniel. Daniel claps his hand. Now he's going to put Sudduth in motion, short motion. Now he hands it off inside to Hartzell. Hartzell grinds his feet and will get a good gain before he's going to be stopped by Noah Spencer and another defender for the Panthers. A gain of about 8 on the play. 3rd down and 2 coming up for the Panthers here. Ball at the 27-yard line. 28-yard line. Now the Roosters yelling out signals and trying to get lined up. Daniel, the quarterback. Hartzell, the single running back to the left. Daniel takes the snap. Now that is number 25, and he is going to sprint and take it down to about the 5-yard line. Braden Bush, the senior running back, with a good gain there. Takes the ball all the way down to the 25-yard line, so a 23-yard gain for the senior running back. Roosters right back at the line of scrimmage. This time they'll hand it off inside, and the interior defensive line for the Panthers does a good job of defending it there. So Braden Bush, the senior running back, stopped for no gain there. 2nd down and 6 now coming up for the Roosters. 2nd and goal. Bush, the single back in the backfield with Mr. Daniel, and it looks like the Panthers were drawn off sides. So encroachment called against the defense will be a penalty that is marked off half the distance to the goal. So now the ball will be at the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal for the Roosters. Ball at the 3. Daniel in the backfield with Hartzell and Braden Bush. He's handing that off to the right side to Bush. Bush grinds his leg and continues to fight. And just a great effort there by the senior quarterback. And Braden Bush refuses to be denied and will score here with 5:43 left in the 2nd quarter. And that will put the total for the Roosters to 47 and the Panthers 24. So the Roosters now line up in the swinging gate. They will transition to a traditional PAT formation. Jackson, the kicker for the Roosters. Good snap, snaps down, and the kick is up, and it is good. So with that PAT, the Roosters 48, Panthers 24, as they have doubled up the Panthers here. And all the Panthers can do is continue to play ball, be fundamental, take care of the football, and hope for some breaks here. But the Panthers did everything they needed to do when they came out the second half for their first possession, as they drive the ball down on a long play, take some time off the clock, and answer and score. But again, the Panthers yet to have an answer for that dominant running game of the of the Roosters, with a combination of Hartzell and Braden Bush. So Pittman and Jay Slee back deep now for the Panthers. Jackson, the kicker for the Roosters, will kick from the right hash. Beautiful night here at Panther Stadium. For those of you here in Oak Grove, Lick Skillets night tonight downtown in Oak Grove. Lots of festivities going on in the community this weekend. It's great to see everybody out and about, and it looks like it's going to be a nice warm weekend. So get out and enjoy the community. So Jackson will approach the ball here, kicking from the 40. He'll kick it deep, and that will be taken by Pittman and be caught at about the 17. Takes it off the left side. Now he's going to try and bounce, and he is going to be tackled by the Rooster defenders for a small gain. But now the Panthers have the ball, 1st and 10, ball at their own 26-yard line. So Coach Pat Richard calls his troops over there in the huddle. You know, as a head coach here, you're telling them, guys, we've got to keep chipping away at it. We've got to continue to play our game, take care of the football, minimize mistakes, and hope for some breaks. That's really, you know, the best thing you can do here. That's the best advice you can give to your kids. You get out of the huddle, you go out there and you work. So that's exactly what the Panthers will do here. So the senior Jordan Hall out with his team here. They'll break the huddle. Full house backfield for the Panthers, double tight. Jordan Hall now will go under center. Takes a snap this time, and he will hand that ball off to Pittman, and he will have a great gain on first down there, so a gain of about 14 will move the stick for the Panthers, and exactly what we saw the last drive. Both teams able to move the ball at will, almost getting a first down on every gain, but neither team really able to stop the running attack of the opposing team. So Hudspeth will come back in the game now for the freshman Matthew Lindsay. Jarrett Taylor and Noah Spencer split to the right. Mason Morris to the left. Hudspeth, your wing on the right. This time now Logan Pittman will split out right, and Hall will keep it on his own to the left. And the Roosters do a good job of sniffing that out, as they will end up with a gain of about 2. So second down and 8 now coming up for the Panthers. Ball at the 45-yard line. So 4:33 now in the second half, or excuse me, in the third quarter. Hall in the shotgun with the junior running back Logan Pittman in the backfield with him. He'll take the snap this time and hold it and hand it off to Pittman off the left side. He's got a lead blocker, and a good job by the defender, number 25, Braden Bush, coming up and making a great tackle on Logan Pittman, but not before Pittman does get a couple yards there. So third down and 5 coming up for the Panthers now. Ball at the 48-yard line. Jarrett Taylor will split out to the right here for the Panthers, joined by Noah Spencer, then Mason Morris and Hudspeth on the far side at tight end and wing. Hall takes a snap now. He'll throw it out there to Noah Spencer, and he's got down to the 30, down to the 20, cuts it back inside, and he is going to be tackled at about the 11-yard line. So again, the little quick passing game for the Panthers proves to be effective. They've had a lot of success with that game tonight. You know, it almost looks like if they would fake that quick screen and throw the ball over the top, Pleasant Hill is actually starting to come up and defend that. And that may be a look to get an advantage on that defense there, but a good play call there by Coach Richard. I'm sure he has that in the back of his mind. So twins to the left, tight end and wing to the right. Hall, the quarterback, takes the snap. This time he's going to hand it off the right side, and that's Pittman who cuts it back. And Pittman is tackled at about the 5-yard line, and the ball comes loose. I can't tell if they're saying that he was down or if it was a fumble and a recovery, but either way, Pittman comes off the field holding his left shoulder, so hopefully it's just a stinger and he's going to be okay there. So Jace Lee now will substitute into the game for the Panthers, the junior running back, number 28. And we hope that Logan Pittman is okay as he's being looked at on the sidelines here. So Jarrett Taylor split to the left. Full house backfield behind Hall, under center. He'll take the snap, and he's going to hand it inside to Noah Spencer. And again, the interior line for the Roosters not fooled on that play as they are sitting in the hole waiting for the trap. So that's going to bring up a third down now for the Panthers. They can gain a first down as it is 3rd and 6, but the ball is on the 7. But either way, you're thinking this has got to be 2-down territory for Coach Richard and these Panthers. So Jordan Hall looking to the sideline, getting the call. 13 seconds on the play clock, and it looks like Coach Richard is going to take a timeout and talk about it. Want to give a quick shout out to Coach Sam Ellifritz and his wife Ashley as they had their first child yesterday, baby Titus. Congratulations to both of you guys. I'm happy for both of you and hope you're healthy mom and healthy baby, and what an exciting time and joy. But a shout out to those two special parents there. So I want to recognize our sponsors for tonight. Again, thank these sponsors for making this possible. Our platinum sponsors, Commercial Bank of Oak Grove. Our gold sponsors, Jake's Industrial, First Baptist Church of Oak Grove, State Farm, Jeff Jennings, New Life Church, Oak Grove Chiropractic, Bird Automotive, Fitz Osborne Real Estate, Centerpoint Hospital, Karen Lux Realty, and Rach the Realtor Group. Again, big shout out and thank you to all of our sponsors for making Friday Night Football available. So 1:55 in the third quarter here, 48-24. The Panthers knocking on the door here. Full house backfield. Jordan Hall, the senior quarterback, takes the snap. Now he's going to hand that off. Nope, this time he's going to keep it, and he's going to sprint off the left side. And that is going to be a 7-yard touchdown for the senior quarterback. So Jordan Hall with his third rushing touchdown of the night. And the senior quarterback continues to show grit and leadership as he executes and puts the ball in the end zone. So a great job of execution there with the fakes, also with the offensive line. So an untimed down here, and it looks like the Panthers again will look to go for it for a 2-point conversion. So 10 seconds left on the play clock here. The Panthers are going to have to hurry up. Full house for the Panthers here. Hall under center, takes the snap. This time he's going to roll out to his right, and he is going to throw a strike, and that is going to be a touchdown to the tight end Devin Fulks. So a 2-point conversion there, and the Panthers pull within 16, 1:49 in the third. And, you know, folks, you got to think all it takes is a couple stops, and the Panthers are right back in this game as they've proved that the Rooster defense does not have an answer for their running game and their senior quarterback, Jordan Hall. Now it's time for the Panthers to find an answer for that Rooster running game, create a couple turnovers or down by distance, and they can pull this thing out. So 1:49 now left in the third. Panthers down by 16. The Roosters will get the ball back here. And we'll see what Coach Sullins and his defensive staff have in order for the Rooster offense. So Coach Wayne McGinnis has his special teams ready to go. And Diego Perez will choose to kick from the right hash this time. Beautiful night here at Panther Stadium. A bright full moon out tonight. Again, lots of activities going on in the community this weekend. If you can get out downtown, lots of things going on, lots of activities and sports as well. And it looks like we have an official timeout. Not sure what's going on here. So a delay of game on the kickoff here. So Diego Perez now kicking from the 35, so we'll see what they elect to do here. The last couple kicks, they have elected to keep the ball in the ground as the Tyler Weiss, the return man for the Roosters, has returned 199 yards already this evening. And again, now he has the ball, and he's going to take it off the left side, and he has got some wheels. And again, Weiss, who had the 99-yard return earlier, will finally be kicked out of bounds, pushed out of bounds by Austin Scarborough, but not before Mr. Weiss has a huge gain on the kick return. I'm not sure. So the Roosters, will take over 1st and 10 now after the huge return by Wise at the 25-yard line. So again, the Roosters will find themselves with a short field with 1:39 left here in the third. So Daniel, the senior quarterback, Garrison Hartzell, the single back behind him, and he'll hand it to Hartzell, who has a tough time with the handoff, but as it manages to keep hold of it. So Mason Weber on the tackle for the Panthers. So a loss of about 3 now. 2nd and 13 coming up for the Panthers, for the Roosters. Trips formation to the right, one split to the left. Pistol behind the quarterback, Daniel. He looks over to the sideline. Now Hartzell will move to the left side. Daniel takes a snap, turns and throws. That's complete to Sudduth. Sudduth cuts it upfield, and he's going to have a gain of about 11 on the play and takes the ball down to the Panthers' 17-yard line. So again, the Roosters find themselves inside the red zone of the Panthers with the ball to 17-yard line. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Roosters. Trips to the right, split to the left. Hartzell, the single back by Daniels. Now he will put the receiver in motion, fakes the handoff, and now he's going to hand the counter to Mr. Braden Bush. And Braden Bush will score again on the 17-yard touchdown, and that is his 3rd or 4th touchdown this evening. So as we talked in pregame, number 25, Braden Bush, is what makes this team go, and that has proved to be the truth this evening, as the Panthers have not had an answer for Mr. Braden Bush. So Jackson now on to attempt the PAT for the Roosters. Ball down, he steps in. Now that is going to be stopped. A bad snap causes a non-conversion, so Noah Spencer on the tackle, and the Roosters are denied on the PAT. So 29 seconds left in the 3rd here. Roosters 54, Panthers 32. And both of these teams attempting to stop the other teams and just not able to do it. I'm not sure about time of possession or statistics here, but both of these teams this evening are going to have some impressive statistics in the rushing column. So the Pleasant Hill Rooster kickoff team back on the field, and Jackson, the 12th grade kicker and punter, will kick from the 40-yard line back deep for the Panthers. Jace Lee, I'll try and get a number on our second one here. Looks like Matthew Lindsay, the other freshman, deep for the Panthers. And we have a whistle, and we are ready for play. So Jackson will kick that ball deep. That will be caught by Jace Lee at about the 17, takes it up the hash, left side. Now he breaks a couple tackles and reaches out, and he will get the ball out to about the 33-yard line, and that's where the Panther offense, who was able to drive down the field and score, and the 3rd touchdown on the evening by the senior quarterback Jordan Hall, and then the 2-point conversion to Devin Folks. And we will see if the Panther offense can dial something up again here to keep themselves close with a chance here. So the Panther offensive line trot out to the line of scrimmage to get themselves set. Spencer and Jarrett Taylor split to the right, Hudspeth to the left. Hall claps his hand, calls out his cadence. Now he's going to take the ball at the right side, cuts it back inside, and this time the Roosters are waiting for him as Lane Snyder, the senior linebacker, does a good job of keeping contained and tackling Jordan Hall for a short gain, so a gain of 2 on the play. And that is going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. So we have 1 period left, 12-minute period for the 4th quarter. Here at Oak Grove from Panthers Stadium, your score, Pleasant Hill Roosters 54, Panthers 32. Want to acknowledge our sponsors again tonight. We really appreciate your support as we try to bring you Friday night football and the best product possible. Our platinum sponsors, Commercial Bank of Oak Grove. Our gold sponsors, Jake Industrial, First Baptist Church of Oak Grove, State Farm, Jeff Jennings, New Life Church, Oak Grove Chiropractic, Bird Automotive, Fitz Osborne Real Estate, and Centerpoint Hospital. And then our silver sponsors, Karen Lux Realty Executives and Rach the Realtor Group. So again, thank you to all of our sponsors. We enjoy doing this on Friday nights, and we couldn't do it without you. So at the beginning of the fourth quarter here, the Panthers will have the ball at the 36-yard line. Twins to the right, wing to the left. Hall takes the snap a little low. This time he's going to elect to throw the ball deep. And he tries to throw that ball to Noah Spencer going down the right side. And that is defended by Brady Rowe and falls incomplete. But I like the call. I like the Panthers taking a shot downfield. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Panthers now. Ball at the 36-yard line. Jared Taylor and Noah Spencer will split out to the left. Hudspeth, Mason Morris to the right. Jace Lee, your single back now. Hall will fake to Lee, and he will be brought down from behind immediately in backfield by Carter Hull. And that will be a loss of a couple on the play. So 4th and 10 now for the Panthers, and I would think that Pat Richard and the Panthers, he will elect to go for this with 11:35 left here in the fourth, down by 22. Still fighting, the Panthers looking for a break and a stop here to put themselves an opportunity to win this. So Mason Morris now will be the tight end on the right. Hudspeth wing left, Twins out to. Hudspeth will go in motion. Hall takes the snap. He'll fake to Jace Lee. Now he's going to look to throw the ball deep. And Mason Morris, the tight end on the flag route, falls incomplete, and there is going to be a penalty in the backfield. I'm not sure if it's going to be roughing the passer or a personal foul by one of those linemen. We shall see. So the White House, Joe Bardwell, talks it over with his crew here, and we'll see what the call is. So an unsportsmanlike conduct called against the Panthers, and that is going to be a huge penalty. So I am assuming so it is going to be a turnover and downs. It's a matter of if the dead ball is a dead ball, or if the personal foul is a dead ball, unsportsmanlike. If it is, it will be not only a turnover and downs, but they will mark off the penalty, and that's exactly what they will do. So after the play, an unsportsmanlike conduct. So it was 4th down, so now a turnover downs will result in the Roosters having the football and the 15-yard penalty. So trips right now for the Roosters. Daniel, the senior quarterback, in the shotgun. And Garrison Hartzell, the single back. Daniel will call out the signal. He takes the snap, hands it to Hartzell. Hartzell cuts off to his right side, and he's going to be met immediately by that interior Panther defense. Sheldon Waller on the stop for the Panthers. Jace Lee also there. So trips left now for the Roosters. Hartzell, the single back behind the quarterback. And again, the Roosters able to pull the Panther defense offside. That's at least the 3rd or 4th time tonight that the Roosters have went on a long snap and the Panthers not able to hold their water, and helps the Roosters out with a 5-yard penalty. So 2nd and 5 now coming up. Ball at the 14-yard line. Trips left, tight end to the right. Daniel takes the snap. Now a short pass out to Sudduth, who catches it, slips a tackle, and now breaks it close, and he will have, or is close to having, a 1st down. So we'll see how they mark this. So 3rd down and 1 coming up for the Roosters now. Ball at the 11-yard line. Bo Daniel, the senior quarterback, in the shotgun. Now they will bring in Mr. Braden Bush, who has had a huge night along with Hartzell. He'll take the snap. He'll hand that off to Hartzell around the outside. Bush will make a lead block, and Hartzell will score. So touchdown Pleasant Hill. So 9:57 left in the fourth quarter here. The Roosters have now scored 60 points, and they will line up to go for the PAT. And it looks like there's some confusion on the point after attempt, so the Roosters are going to take a timeout and talk about it. So again, we want to wish the best of luck to a lot of activities going on this week at the for Oak Grove activities and sports. Of course, we talked earlier about our band who will be headed to Sedalia Smith Cotton tomorrow for a band festival, so best of luck to Mr. Long, Mrs. Manning, and the Sound of Panther Pride as they will go down and perform tomorrow. Also, again, the band last weekend went down to Carrollton, were the grand champions for the Carrollton Band Day, so congratulations to them. Also, lots of activities coming up next week as a lot of the different activities will start their conference tournaments, their conference play, along with district tournaments, so good luck to all of those folks, as well as we know that it's a huge time of the year, and coaches and athletes both have worked for this time of the year, and we'll see how our Panthers fare, but just wanted to say good luck to all of those folks as well. Next week, the Panthers will travel to the Lincoln College Prep campus to play Lincoln College Prep, and the Pleasant Hill Roosters will travel to Warrensburg for an MRVC matchup. I believe that's in Warrensburg, but I do know that they will play next week and play Warrensburg, which now is part of that MRVC conference as well. So if you get a chance this week to get out and see some of those kids play, they do a great job. It's exciting to see all that work being worth it and seeing their successes. So if you get a chance to do that, and then obviously in 2 weeks here, homecoming at Oak Grove for 2023. Love the homecoming tradition around here. That's always exciting. So some really good activities coming up in the next couple weeks here. So tomorrow you got varsity softball at the Columbia Hickman tournament, varsity volleyball in the LeBlanc tournament at St. Joe, varsity cross country at the Grain Valley, and then middle school volleyball B team will play in the Odessa tournament. So good luck to all those activities tomorrow as they travel or stay home. So Dylan Jackson now kicking off for the Roosters. And that will be caught by Jace Lee, who puts his hand on his blocker and gets what he can, and he will be tackled at about the 27-yard line. So 9:51 in the fourth. Roosters 61, Panthers 32. The Panthers have had some success tonight running the football, and neither one of these teams have had an answer for the other team's offense or running game. The biggest difference in this game tonight, folks, is the turnovers by the Panthers. The Roosters have yet to turn the ball over, have played cleanly as far as taking care of the football, and quite honestly, that's a big difference in this game right now. So Hall will now split Jace Lee out to the right. Noah Spencer in the backfield, and they'll give him the sweep to the right side. He's going to be stopped for no gain. So Lane Snyder on the stop for the Roosters. Second down and 11. Coming up now for the Panthers, ball at the 27-yard line. So also some activities next week on Monday. Varsity JV softball at home, East Sports versus Marshall. JV varsity boys soccer at home. And then C and JV varsity volleyball at Lawson on Monday, October 2nd. So best of luck to all those programs. Hall now under center, full house backfield. This time he'll hand it inside on the trap, and that's Noah Spencer, and he's out to the 40, 50. Now he's going to be to the 40, 30, 20, 10, and they're not going to catch him. And this kid has some jets, folks. So a 73-yard touchdown for Noah Spencer with 9:14 left here in the fourth. And the Panthers continue to fight here as they bring the score to 61-38 with the PAT to come. So no matter what, you definitely cannot doubt the fight of these Oak Grove Panthers as they continue to fight and work to win here. Even though the Roosters have a significant lead, they continue to grind and show integrity and work. So Jordan Hall, the senior now, they will go for two again. Jordan Hall under center, full house backfield. This time he'll turn. Nope, he'll keep it. He'll cut it back to the left side, and he is not fooling the defensive line for the Roosters. They will tackle him for no gain, and they will deny him for the two-point conversion. So again, that cannon goes off, and no matter how much you're prepared for it, you're still not prepared for it. But a good sound to hear as the Panthers put the ball in the end zone. 9:14 now left in the fourth. I know there's a lot of other games going on tonight as well. I do want to go over some of these other activities this week, though, if I can. Actually, let's see if we can find some scores for you here. Also want to give a huge shout out to all of our crew up here again. Michael Miller, our technical director, who gets everything set up for us and all of our technical information. And then also Randy Eddington, who does all of our camera work. So Grain Valley beating Belton 43-7 right now. Lee Summit West over Blue Springs South. Let's see some other scores here for MRVC. So Excelsior Springs losing to Grandview. St. Joe Central over Fort Osage. Harrisonville putting it on center. Holden losing to Lafayette County currently. I'll get you some more scores here in just 1 second. So Diego Perez in to kick for the Panthers now. Odessa and Warrensburg right now in the fourth quarter. Odessa 42, Warrensburg 41. So a big MRVC matchup there. So as we sit here, we are in the fourth quarter here in Oak Grove, and a legal procedure call against the Panthers on the kickoff team, and we will back it up. That's the second time that we've had a penalty in 2 consecutive kickoffs here where the Panthers have had a penalty and had to back up the kickoff. But Perez has a good leg, so he will kick it off here from the 35, and he is going to elect to onside kick it. And the front line for the Pleasant Hill Roosters does a great job, and that is 29, the running back, Garrison Hartzell, who recovers that.
The Roosters will have it 1st and 10 at the Panther 44-yard line.
Doubles formation for the Roosters. Bo Daniel, the quarterback, puts his man in motion. That's Sudduth, and he's going to hand it off to Hartzell, and we've got another flag. Looks like it's being a legal procedure against the Roosters, and that's exactly what it is. So a 5-yard penalty will be marked off against the Roosters. That will move them back to the Panther 49-yard line. We will repeat first down, 1st and 15 now coming up for the Roosters. So Daniel, the senior quarterback, in the gun with Hartzell to his right. He'll put Sudduth in motion, and he will keep it himself off the left side, and it looks like maybe a broken play there. But the Panther defense does a good job there. Jace Lee staying at home and making the tackle, not allowing Daniel to get outside contain. So a loss of about 2 now will put the Roosters on their own side of the field now at the 49. Trips left trips right, split left. Daniel in the gun with Hartzell in the pistol. He looks over to the sidelines. We'll see if Hartzell shifts to one side or the other. So Daniel yelling out an audible to his receivers. He'll take the snap. He's going to hand that off to Hartzell to the left side. And he will get a gain of about 3 or 4. So Jace Lee and Logan Holtz on the stop for the Panthers. 3rd and 12 now coming up for the Roosters. Ball at the Panther 46-yard line. Trips right for the Roosters, one split to the left. Daniel in the gun with one single back to his left. He puts his man in motion. Now he's going to hand it off to Hartzell off the right side. Takes it off the right. Now he'll cut it to the back to the left. And will be brought down after a gain of about 8 or 9. 4th and short coming up for the Roosters now. It looks like 4th and about 2 or 3. Doubles formation for the Roosters now. Daniel in the gun with the pistol behind him. That's Hartzell. Daniel now looks over to the sideline for the signal. Calls out an audible to the right side, now to the left. So it looks like maybe the Roosters are going to wait and take a timeout here and talk about it, as maybe they try to draw the Panthers offside, and the defense does a good job of holding their water, and that's exactly what they do. Pleasant Hill will call a timeout. So that is their second timeout of the second half here. So after this, the Roosters will have one lone timeout left, and the Panthers with both of theirs. So again, we talked about, what are we doing in the huddle? As we were on offense the last time we talked about that, we talked about having the kids going out. You continue to grind, you continue to play your game, you continue to do what you're supposed to do. On defense here, you're just telling your guys, hey, we've got to get a stop. We still have an opportunity where we can try to do something here, but we have to get a stop. 4th down's a huge play. You're also telling them, with the yards down in distance here, make sure you watch the football, don't get drawn off. The Roosters have had a couple opportunities tonight in situations where they've been able to draw the Panther defenders offside, so I'm sure Coach Sullins and his staff told those guys to make sure and close their ears and watch the football. So we'll see what the Roosters elect to do here. We'll see if they decide to go for it. Sometimes in this situation you'll see a quick kick, but we'll see what they do. So Daniel's in the gun. Hartzell, that's the other running back here, and it looks like he is going to be short. So that's going to be a big stop for that Panther defense. So Braden Bush tries to gain the first down off the right side, and he is stopped. So a great job by that Panther defense, Coach Sullins and his defense there, in getting a stop. So the Panthers, here's a great opportunity for them to take advantage of a situation where they can go down and cut into this lead with 6:58 left in the 4th here. We'll see what Coach Richard sends in with his team here. So Jace Lee, Noah Spencer, and the freshman Matthew Lindsay in the backfield, and he will hand this off to Jace Lee off the right side, and he gets his hands on the lead blocker, Will Jennings. That is Folks going through the hole, and Jace Lee does a good job there getting a gain of about 7. So 2nd and 3 now coming up for the Panthers. Ball at the 42-yard line. Panthers in that double tight full house backfield. Hall steps under center. Now Noah Spencer with the inside trap again, and he is going to take it to the house again.
Number 34, Noah Spencer,
so a 58-yard touchdown for Noah Spencer, as it almost looks like an absolute rewind of the last drive. But Noah does a good job of, once you get him to the second level, you are not going to catch that kid. He has got some jets and does a good job of finding the open field and finding the end zone. So again, although the Panthers are down, they have actually done a really good job tonight of rushing the football and put up some big numbers. The only thing we're missing is those turnovers, and this is a different ball game. So they attempt that time by Jordan Hall, the senior quarterback, falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion. So cue the Cannons. 61-44 now. The Panthers find themselves down by 16 here with 6:23 left in the game, but the Panthers will not go away as they continue to fight, continue to keep themselves in this game. So a good rush there by Jace Lee on that last series, and then Noah Spitzer takes it 58 yards to the house for the touchdown. And that's where we're at now, folks. 6:23 left in the fourth. Roosters 61, Panthers 44. And as the smoke rolls from the cannon, the junior kicker, Diego Perez, will line up for his kicking. And one thing's for sure, both of these teams, kickoff and kickoff return teams, have got lots of work tonight. So last time the Panthers attempt an onside kick, and the Roosters are well aware of that and have their hands team on the field. So we'll see if the Panthers can or will attempt another onside kick here. And it looks like they're going to attempt a squib kick, and the Roosters at first aren't able to handle it, but do a good job of getting on it. And that is Jackson Schuler, who covers up the football for the Roosters, and the Roosters will take over 1st and 10, ball at the 33-yard line. So a game tonight that has seen a lot of offense and not much defense. Both of these teams moving the ball at will. It seems like on a lot of series there's a lot of one play and first down scenarios. So again, if either one of these teams could get a stop, it could really change the landscape of this football game, especially that Panther defense. So tight trips left, split to the right. Daniel in the gun. He'll take the snap. Now he'll hand it off to Hartzell. Hartzell will take it off the left side, breaks the tackle. Now he gets free. He's to the 50, 40, 35, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds by those Panther defenders at about the 31-yard line. So a big run for Hartzell there as he gets it all the way down to the 31-yard line, and a first down for the Roosters here. So you got to think this is one of those times where the Roosters will try to use as much time on the clock as possible so they can get out of here. So trips right, split left. Now Seth takes the jet sweep. He'll take it off the right side, breaks the tackle, now cuts it back to the hash, and he is going to be tackled eventually by the senior safety, Jordan Hall, but not before another big gain for Sudduth on the jet sweep, and that takes the ball down to the Panthers 16-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Roosters. The quarterback, Daniel, looks to the sideline. They've brought in the bruiser running back, Braden Bush, will be in the backfield, and you got to think they're going to get him the football here. Trips left, split right. Bush, the single back in the backfield with Daniel. Daniel takes the snap, hands it off to Bush. He bounces around, and it looks like he lost the football. It looks like the Panther defense stripped the football out there. And that's exactly what happened. So that's exactly what I was just talking about. We needed a break and an opportunity here. So 5:18 left in the fourth. The Panthers down a 2-possession ball game here. If they can get 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions, an opportunity to still have a chance in this MRVC showdown here at Panther Stadium. So a great job. I could not see who stripped that football out there, but it definitely was intentional, and you could see him reach in there and strip that thing out. And the senior running back, Braden Bush, puts it on the carpet, and the Panther defense jumps on it. So the Panthers now back in the full house backfield. Hall under center. This time he'll step in, he'll give the counter, and that's off the right side to the freshman, Matthew Lindsay, who gets what he can through good effort. So Lindsay turning a loss into a gain there, gain of 3. So 2nd down and 7 now coming up for the Panthers. Ball to 20-yard lines, 4:54 left here in the fourth. Full house backfield for the Panthers, 2 tight ends, Hall under center. This time he'll stand, no, now he'll keep it, he'll roll to his left, gets his shoulders turned. Now he's going to throw it, and he's going to throw an interception.
Jordan Hall's pass, intercepted by number 11, Brady Rowe.
So as the Panthers have an opportunity there to put themselves back in this ball game, immediately handing the ball back to the Pleasant Hill Roosters, and the Roosters again with great field position here as the ball will now be on the Panther 28-yard line. So a big bang bang there, turnover by the Roosters as they put the ball on the carpet, and then the senior quarterback for the Panthers comes out, throws his second interception of the evening in a critical part of the game here. So Hartzell now will take the ball up the left side and will be tackled after a gain of about 4 or 5. So Risberg and Blancett now in the game for the defensive line of the Panthers. So the Roosters in the tight trips formation to the left, split to the right. Hartzell the one back behind Daniel. 2nd down and 7 coming up. 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Roosters. Ball now at the 24-yard line. They'll put Sudeth in motion. Now he hands it off to Hartzell off the right side, who will get a gain of 2 or 3, and he will be tackled by the freshman Matthew Lindsay. So gain of about 3, gain of a couple on the play. 3rd down and 3 coming up now for the Roosters. 3:36 left in the 4th.
3rd and 4 for the Roosters.
The Roosters with 1 timeout left, the Panthers with 2. And right now the Panthers are fighting the clock as well, as the clock is ticking at 3:20. And the Roosters in control here. So Daniels, the quarterback in the gun. Hartzell to one side, Bush to the other. This time he'll hand it off to Hartzell, and he will be tackled from the backside. That is Will Jennings on the tackle. So a loss of couple on the play now. 4th down and 5 coming up for the Panthers. Ball at the, for the Roosters. Ball at the Panther 24-yard line. 4th down.
4th and 5. Ball sitting at the Panther 24-yard line.
So Hartzell and Bush in the backfield with Daniels. Twins to the left, split to the right. Daniel will take the snap. Both running backs protect. Now he's going to throw the ball right over the middle, and a great diving attempt by Sudeth falls short on the post route. And the Panthers will take over. 1st down right there. 2:23 left in this ball game. Panthers down by 16 here. And Pat Richard will call the Panthers over to the sidelines and talk it over here before they jog back out to take a snap. Folks, get out this week and support Panther athletics, Panther activities, lots of things going on. Obviously, lick skillets this weekend, lots of community activities along with that, but also homecoming in a couple weeks, so make sure you enjoy all those activities. So full house backfield for the Panthers now. Hall takes the ball and hands it inside to Noah Spencer, and he is going to be stopped with a gain of about 2 on the play. So Noah Spencer, the last couple drives, have been able to rattle off a couple of big runs there. This time the Roosters are waiting for him and do get the stop. So 2nd down and about 6 or 7 now coming in for the Panthers. Ball at the Panther 28-yard line. So this time the Panthers will hand the ball off inside again, and Noah Spencer will be stopped again on that inside run attempt. So 3rd down and 4 now coming up for the Panthers. Ball now at the 30-yard line. 1:30 left in this football game. Panthers find themselves down by 16 in this MRBC matchup. Again, the Panthers have fought all night to stay in this football game. It's been a good football game to watch. Hall now steps inside. This time he will hand it off and keep it himself on the quarterback keeper. Takes it off the left side, cuts it back inside. Now to the 50, down to the 45, cuts it back. Now he'll cut it back across field, and he is going to be brought down at the 25-yard line. So again, no matter what has happened with this kid, he continues to lead by example, work his tail off, and has another big run here. And a lot of that comes down to his effort, as he looked like he had been stopped in a couple of different occasions, but does a good job working through that. So 1st and 10 now for the Panthers. Ball to 25-yard line. Hall now will take this ball, hand it off the right side to Jace Lee on the counter. He busts it outside and will get down to about this 17-yard line. Now on the far hash. So Jace Lee with a gain of about 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3 coming up now. Ball at the 18. 33 seconds left here. It looks like Coach Richard will elect to not use his timeouts here. So Hall now under center, full house backfield. This time he'll hand it off the left side, and that is Jace Lee as he puts his hand on that guard and pushes him through the hole. And now the Panthers will take a timeout, their 2nd timeout of the half. 15 seconds left in the ball game here. So not real sure about the timeout usage there at game management, but Coach Richard calls a timeout there with 15 seconds left here. Panthers down by 16. So for those of you looking for some MRVC action next week, the Panthers again will travel to Lincoln College Prep. Pleasant Hill will take on Warrensburg. I know Warrensburg was in a battle tonight with Odessa, so I look forward to finding out the results of that game. But we will be back here in 2 weeks for homecoming right here at Panther Stadium. Love homecoming week, love the traditions here at Oak Grove, so interested and excited about that. So Jordan Hall now under center, 1st and 10. Keep it off the left side here, cuts it back inside, and he is going to be stopped by Braden Bush. He will take the ball down to about the 7-yard line. And now Oak Grove will call their 2nd timeout, or last timeout. I want to thank all of you for joining us this evening. It's been an entertaining game. The Panthers obviously are going to, without a miracle here, are going to come out on the wrong side of this, but did a great job of fighting through some adversity tonight. I think there's a lot of things they can learn from this game. Also, lots of positives. You know, Jordan Hall, 3 rushing touchdowns tonight. Noah Spencer, 2 rushing touchdowns. We certainly hope that Logan Pittman is okay after he went down earlier in the game. But want to make sure and give a shout out to him. Also, Tristan Garrett. Hope both those young men are good to go and heal up so that they can join the team and play again next week. So likely the last play of the game here. The Panthers will be under center in a full house backfield. Jordan Hall, the senior, will take the snap. Now this time he'll roll out to his right. And he's going to throw back inside, and that ball is going to be dropped in the end zone. So that will do it here from Panther Stadium. Again, we will be right back here in 2 weeks. We appreciate you guys joining us. Your final score from Panther Stadium, Pleasant Hill Roosters 61, Oak Grove Panthers 40.